Well, welcome to the RAMCO Kerala Premier League, and today it is the mid-table clash between FC Areekode and Basco Football Club, and we are now down to 5 teams remaining in the hunt for the top two after last night. But this one is to avoid being last, and FC Areekode have celebrated a victory just once and have lost 3 times. Both will be hurting, and will hope for a win today will help them regain some pride. Well, of course, both the other one can always rely on the creativity of his side's Zubair and that urgency that Govindas brings into the attack. But Muni today is missing out from a start, and it's not for a lack of trying, but both these teams find themselves where they are. But think about it, FC Areekode, they have dropped 8 points from winning positions. On the flip side, Basco Football Club have dropped 4, and these two could easily have been fourth and second instead of being sixth and third. It's all about planning, and it's all about recruitment as well when you start and how much to get to train together. And of course, the terrible luck with losing important players have played its part in the problem. But however, Shivamani, to his credit, has said that they were okay after getting in the new players, but that jittery start has caused them, and it's difficult to pick between these two teams. The lineups which are being produced to us to begin with: FC Areekode, and Puthi Yadavan has made 2 changes for this one, and 2 of those are in defense, where Abdul Basim and Shabi Khan comes in. And Abdul Basim, of course, is going to be the right back, and Shabi Khan will play on the left. And the new signing, Prajesh P, is on the bench. The midfield, however, remains the same, including Emerson Mitei, who had a couple of excellent chances in the previous game against Gokulam Kerala. And Shaijal is back instead of Vishnu. And one of the problems has been scoring from open play, and that cohesion in attack has been lacking. But can they find it this evening is the question. The bench looks pretty decent. They've got options in the likes of Munir, Vishnu, and also Abdul Wahid, the goalkeeper, can always come on in case the going gets tough. Talking about defensive options, they've got the likes of Deepak KM, and Adnan Abdul Hamid is going to be the only forward named on the bench this evening. And the team in blue, Basco Football Club, they made 1 change. Shivamani bringing in Ajay Krishnan, who comes on for Gibson at central midfield, and Naufal and Ashik are in wide position, of course. Then there is Mike, who's had a fine season, and he will want to continue to impress. And Isombe, the Cameroonian striker, is back in attack along with Nasaruddin, and no Vishnu TP, though in the 11, and he will have to come off the bench and do some damage. He led his side to a draw against Kerala Police with that burst of pace. Golden chance for Basco Football Club to go second on points table with a win, and they are just a point adrift of second placed Kerala Police, who played 90 minutes more than Basco Football Club, and a win for the Blue Brigade this evening will take them above the Kerala Police to second. And the runaway league leaders are SAT Tirur in Group A with 13 points from 5 matches, 4 wins and just 1 draw. Basco Football Club, of course, are unbeaten in this competition. And FC Areekode, they've lost thrice. A couple of draws and just 1 win. That came against FC Kerala. It was a 4-0 victory. 1-0 victory, pardon me, for FC Areekode, and Shahir scoring the winner, the Nursi number 93, who is starting alongside Emerson Mitei. And the match officials with the 2 captains, Rajneesh, the skipper of FC Areekode, the central defender. It's Emerson Mitei who's going to be wearing the captain's armband. It seems like Puthi Yadavan decided to bring in a rotation captain in his team. Always good to see. The number 11, Nasser, is the skipper for Basco Football Club, who plays into the heart of midfield. and he will partner alongside number 67, Ajay Krishnan. The fans watching and cheering on from the safety of their homes, predicting that there will be a lot of goals to cheer for. Of course, we talk about players who have that ability, and Beckham Singh is one of them. And that part of the season where they lost those three games, we'll come to that, and it's quite the talking point. And this could have been slightly different. Basco playing for the fifth time this season, and they are up against FC Areekode. Not far away from kickoff here at the EMS Corporation Stadium in Kohikor. This is match number 51, and my name is Sohan Poddar, and I will be calling action from Kohikor. And off we go then. Basco Football Club, which finished into the top four last season, have dropped deeper into the chasm. Even if they win their next two games, they will go higher than their points table from previous campaign, and it's not the same for FC Areekode. Their famous run to the semi-final is now in the dream, and this time it's been riddled with injuries. And as Puthiyadavan himself said, interference, but football moves on quickly, and this will still be entertaining in the first half alone. Both teams have let in combined 12 goals, a decent number, but in terms of facing off each other in this mid part of the season, it's almost perfect for as a marker to rear this span for the next campaign. Got to be patient on the ball. The Basco Football Club. It's a very crucial tie for them. Slightly loose, and Emerson was quick on him and takes the ball very quickly. He has lost possession as well. And now coming forward, the team in blue. Basco down the right channel. They're using Ashik, Santosh Trophy player. They represented Kerala previously. Ashik is going to play on the right hand side. And Nofal, the number 10, going to operate from the left. And they are in a 4-4-2 with Mike and Abel, the two centre backs, and Fahad and Nitin going to be the two full backs for Basco Football Club. And he was stripped from behind. Beckham Singh. I've got to keep an eye on him, the Manipuri lad. And if any player, apart from Guy Harman, who impressed, is Emerson Mitay and the number 7, Beckham Singh. An early free kick for FC Areekode. And the ball delivered into the box, slightly awkward for the goalkeeper. He manages to take it in second try. That was Mohammad Jasbir, who went up for it. Emerson Mitay was chasing. A slight glance there from Shabi Khan. There is a Cameroonian Isombe switching wings expertly into the path of Naufal. And Naufal has got Abdul for company. Still Naufal squeezing between two players. And here's the covering man. That was Rajneesh. Cut that away wonderfully. A good piece of defending from FC Areekode. And this is Nitin. Nicely cut out that pass by Govindas. And that particular challenge is being deemed as a foul. And it's going to be a free kick for Basco Football Club. Shivamani. He will be looking for a quick goal. It's been that kind of a trend which have had an adverse effect on their results sometimes. Trying to make a quick start and tactically manage the game. Sometimes gone on to score some hatful. But there's a through ball for Isombe. Just too much on it. The goalkeeper was very alert. Vivek Teotia, who played for Hindustan Football Club in the Football Delhi Senior Division. Saijal. Zubair. A high boot from the Kashmiri lad. He played for Real Kashmir Football Club. Zubair in the Kashmir Premier League, another player with experience of playing league in Kashmir is the defender Mike of Basco Football Club, who played for Hydra Sports Club and also for Tarun Sangha in Delhi. And now Shaijal snatched away brilliantly by Ashik, part of Chennai NFC reserves. Ashik previously cleared away without much fuss. And here's the Cameroonian controlling the ball. Excellent touch. And then over the top, crossfield ball, not kept in play. It's going to be a throw in for FC Areekode. FC Areekode received a thrashing into the hands of Gokul Kera in the last game. And that was on 5th March. And that thrashing just coming straight after their 1-0 win over FC Kerala. And Puthi Yadavan's boys failed to build on to that battling win against FC Kerala. On the far right, this is Beckham Singh. An early ball nodded back in play towards Emerson Mitei. Is still Emerson. And playing it back for Zubair. And now shaping up for a cross, and in it comes into no man's land from Shabby. Trotting over from his left full back's position is Shaijal. Trying to build moves. The Basco Football Club using their right back, Nitin. They are on the back of a convincing 4-1 victory against Real Malabar Football Club. A win here will take them to second, and that will certainly put a pressure on SAT Tirur. An excellent defending from Shaijal. And that faint touch took it away from Ashik at the back post. And that was an excellent ball, but Shaijal very aware of his surroundings. And just going body to body and narrowing the path. Good presence of mind from the left full back. He's usually the one. He's the one who touched it out. So it's going to be a corner kick for Basco Football Club. In the first corner of the game. Can they make something meaningful of this set piece? It's been delivered towards the far post, gone over everyone. It's going to be kept alive into a crossing position, twisting and turning, sorting his feet out. Here is the cross. And Shaijal again winning the header. Emerson chasing. He won't get there. Mike eventually steps up. Slightly sloppy there, Shaijal. Deceived by the bounce. Good recovery in the end. And now leaning into Shaijal was Muhammad Ashik. Emerson coming away with the ball and giving it away in an important area. Might well be the opening goal for Basco. And an important touch at taking the sting out of it. And the pace of the ball was reduced. And here is Zubair. One step over. And lets him go past. It was Ashik. And Zubair again looks up once. There's a fine ball in. Easily defended. Standing strong there. It was Abil. He played for Idukki District Senior Championship. And also in the Hero Elite League. Excellent back heel. Muhammad Ashik trying to go on the overlap. Well covered. The game started at a very good pace, and Basco Football Club applying high press. They're forcing FC Areekode to play it quick. A couple of draws as well in the mid-season by Basco Football Club, and one of them against FC Kerala Police. A 0-0 against Wayanad United Football Club. But that 2-0 victory over Gokulam Kerala in the season opener is going to be a very memorable one. Last season's semi-finalist, Basco. They qualified from Group A last season with 6 points from 5 matches. They just had one win last campaign. and two already this season. And now he's on through on goal is Mohammad Ashik. Has he been brought down? The decision goes against him. Is he going to book him for diving? The referee just asking him to get up. A slight mix-up in midfield, but the ball was eventually stolen away by Mohammad Ashik. The referee thinks he went down too easily. Very nearly getting penalised, Mohammad Ashik. Maybe just opening 10 minutes, which is why referee just deciding to let him go. 10 minutes later from here on would surely have been a booking. Just an early warning from Mohammad Ashik, who is trying to influence play from the right. Here is Mike Zubair on the loose ball, and now making a run down the left was Shaijal Emerson dropping deep. Just too much on the ball and asking too much of Govindas as well. The Kerala Blasters reserve player Govindas defending have been a big issue for FC Areekode in this competition. They have had conceded 11 goals, scored 8. On the flip side, Basco Football Club, they've got one of the most meanest defense in this competition. Just late in once, that too in the last game against Real Malabar. 6 goals, 3 clean sheets, the most by any team this season in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. The top 2 race started to hit up, and each team to play 10 games each. 22 teams divided into 2 groups, Group A and Group B, with each group combining of 11 teams each. The bottom placed 2 teams going to be relegated to the second division, and the top 2 from each group is going to qualify for the semi-final round. And that is the format. And FC Areekode trying to carry out their tactics, but that's a very loose pass, and is Sombe and broke free here. He's one-on-one, closing his legs just at the right time. Vivek Teotia, excellent piece of goalkeeping. And that was a fine through ball from Isombe for Nasaruddin, who couldn't beat Vivek Teotia, closing down his legs just at the right time. And FC Areekode, they survives. Last season's semi-finalists, and they will be looking to get the job done and over the line this evening. Breathing down their neck is Gokulam Kerala, and Asaruddin has lost control of the ball, and Govindas steps in. Plays it forward for Emerson. He's got time and space. Still Emerson tries to take it onto his left side, drawing a foul as well. Slightly clumsy from Mike, and free kick for FC Areekode from a very tricky area. He was double teamed, Emerson Mitei. Got to arrange his wall properly. Mohammad Jasir is a 3-man wall with the number 67 Ajay Krishnan. Abil also in the mix, and Beckham Singh. Beckham Singh goes for it. A pretty tame attempt. And just couldn't replicate the success of his namesake, who used to play for England. Surely I'm speaking about David Beckham. The English legend must have inspired the youngster in a big way. But his set piece on that occasion not coming off. Couldn't apply the right technique, Beckham Singh. The youngster from Manipur, Zubair. He's the linkman, likes to orchestrate play, be the connector between attacking midfield and defense. Beckham Singh, very poor touch. The combination play from both sides is slightly lacking at present. Yet to adapt to the coach's system. And FC Areekode, uh, with some very cheap giveaways in the middle of the park. Mike, he played for Universal Soccer School during the Kerala Premier League qualifier, which was held in the Altius International Football Ground in Koppam. A lofted ball, easy interception. And this time from the left hand side, here comes Basco Football Club. Stood in the way was Rajneesh, the skipper. Excellent in defense, as usual, for Areekode. Seems like the whistle has gone much before that. The referee has awarded a free kick to Basco. And in fact, it's going to be the number 10, Naufal, who is lining this one up. And Naufal takes it. Just the faintest of touches could have done the trick. Excellent idea. Isombe followed it up. Just couldn't get on the end of it. A tad too long, that ball from Naufal. But a bright idea. Emerson, Shaijal. Shaijal runs in field onto his favorite right foot. Excellent switching. But Abdul saw that and quickly foils the plan. The play continues. Basco Football Club is an Indian professional football club based in Othukungal, neighborhood of Malappuram in Kerala, one of the oldest functioning club in Kerala. They compete in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. Was also nominated for I League Second Division once. And advancing into the opposition's area. Here is FC Areekode finding a lot of time. Falls for Emerson, who goes for it onto his favorite left foot. The goalkeeper had that covered. Mohammad Jasir. Here is Emerson. Took his chance. Surely he was pulled from behind. There was something involved. And Isombe winning a free kick for Basco Football Club. He had a free run from the right hand side. There was a stray arm involved onto the Cameroonian, committing a lot of fouls in dangerous regions. FC Areekode. Here is Shiva Mani. Some early instruction for Mohammad Ashik. And it's Nasser. Change in set piece taker this time. He will be calculating his angles. It's a very ideal position for a left footer. Basar. A three-man wall in red. Basar chooses a layoff. That was the header from Isombe. Couldn't really connect. And the Cameroonian with a glancing header. And that ball was beautifully lofted into the path of the Cameroonian. Mistiming the header. And the chance is gone. Excellent display by Basco Football Club. A couple of early chances. The only victory for them last season. They came against the same team, FC Kerala. That was a 4-0 win. The flag has stayed down. Isombe, nice turn and pass. Excellent cut out there by Ansif. Abdul Basim not getting space, that extra yard to run forward, cutting off all the passing lanes into midfield from defense. And now this time he comes across to stop Sombe from making any further progress. Nicely taken by Shahid. Spreading it to the right. Here is FC Areekode. Beckham Singh body barge. That's going to be a free kick. A very soft foul conceded by Basco. From 35 yards out. A free kick. Can they make something of this set piece? Beckham is interested. So is Emerson. Let's see who's the one who's going to take it. Yeah, they got to try something different this time around. And Emerson goes direct. And it's gone wide. And goalkeeper had his near post covered. There are no problems whatsoever for Mohammad Jasir. Nofal looking up. That was a wasteful ball. The ball just bouncing away from Nasaruddin. Shifted wings and now operating from the left. Isombe will drift to the right. Those two strikers will time and again interchange a position between them. They're trying to carry it forward. There's a great through ball. Slightly heavy for Isombe. Teotia read that early. Zubair takes the aerial route. Govindas is chasing. Mike comes to the rescue. And the last touch coming off Govindas. Mike and Abdul, two very experienced central defenders. And Nasser and Ajay, Christian going to be the two holding midfielders. And Naufal and Ashik and just playing behind Nasaruddin and Isombe. It's a 4-2-2 while going forward the formation. While not in possession, it becomes 5-4-1. A compact midfield is what Basco FC likes to keep. And FC Areekode will have to find a pathway from here on. They already played 6 games, 4 left. Somehow they will look to avoid relegation. An injury to a Basco FC player, Rajneesh, just running towards the technical area for some kind of instruction. Puthi Yadavan and Mohammad Ashik, the assistant coach. As you can see, he has a license holder Managed teams like Kerala Police, Viva Kerala, Churchill Brothers, and his Sombe. Just time and again, he's trying to escape his marker. Hasn't been eventful so far in terms of scoring goals. And Nasaruddin is limping and is gonna pitch for treatment. Basco FC usually plays their home matches at Kotapadi Football Stadium in Malappuram, which is the home ground of Alti's International Football Academy as well, who will be in action later in the day against S80 Tirur. That game is also going to be live from Thrissur, only on the YouTube channel of Sportscast India, the home of Kerala football. There's the ball over the top, looking for the run of Mohammad Ashik, and eventually finds him. The ball just dropping behind the Nofal. Ashik again, heavy touch. 25 minutes of play gone already here at the EMS Corporation Stadium. No goals yet. Now this game has been very cagey, very timid. Both the team is very careful, trying to keep a very compact defense. Mike with a strong header, picked up by Emerson. And now Emerson, he's got excellent turn of pace. Emerson keeps going, beats his man for pace. Mike ahead of him, Govindas for option to his left. Emerson goes on his own, tried to cut in to his right, but he has lost possession. And now it is with Basco Football Club. From the right hand side is Naufal. And Naufal up against Shaijal. Naufal takes him on, but Govindas, excellent tracking back. He was fouled much before that by Saijal. Like the Emerson, Mithay and Beckham Sim causing a lot of issues with their pace, with their agility. Another set piece opportunity for Basco Football Club. Vivek Teotia in goal. He goes for it. In good shape on the cross. Easily dealt with. Emerson adding a few yards, moves it on for Govindas. And Govindas has got pace to burn. Looking for support. And finds one in the form of Emerson. Didn't pick him out. Sticking a foot around. Breaking him down. Ajay Krishnan, too quick for him. And that's the trait of an attacker. Sometimes the key leave a training foot. Govindas back there defending. Nofal rolls it down the line. On the overlap is Nitin. Back to Nofal. Hot on his heels was Govindas. He has nicked it successfully. Shahid, heavy touch, contributing to that clearance. Might be a lucky deflection for Osembe. Was he brought down is the question. He goes to the ground and looks towards the referee. The referee not interested. An excellent switch. And he saw that. Jasir making a very comfortable clearance. He lost control of the ball. Nasser. They have it back again. Emerson dragging him towards the player and then releasing the pass, trying to funnel him out. Mike looking for that adventurous ball, cut off by Govindas, who gets a foot in, puts off the number 10 Nofal. What has he not got right, Govindas? Talk about attacking, talk about defending, even while taking set pieces. A bit all rounder for his team. The referee just getting hydrated. The climate also playing a huge part in terms of the tempo of the game. So at water break, it's 0-0 between FC Areekode and Basco Football Club. No clear-cut opportunity then for FC Areekode, but at Basco Football Club, it opened up for them once, and Nasaruddin couldn't make it count. Vivek Theotia saving it with his legs, keeping the likes of the number 99 at bay. And now play going to restart with this throw-in, trying to weave his way through the number 11. Two players in red upon him. Nasaruddin replaced by Rahim, the number 77. He received a blow, was struggling. And Abdul Rahim coming on. A big blow for Basco Football Club. More than half an hour gone. It's no goal yet between FC Areekode and Basco Football Club. Basco Football Club played in the inaugural season of 2015 of short-lived Malabar Premier League under the franchise name Basco Blasters, and managed to reach the semi-final in the first season in 2021 of Kerala Premier League, but lost to Kerala State Electricity Board in penalties after 3-all draw in regular time. And now they can trigger a very quick counter. Basco Football Club, a couple of bodies in blue arriving in the area. Good work there, but couldn't go past Rajneesh. Couldn't get the ball out of his feet quick enough. The referee gonna stop play and ask the medical team to step in. And now he says, okay, no need to come, as the player is okay and back to his feet. Sometimes you're gonna just slow it down a bit, especially when your opposition is trying to gain momentum, is having lines a share of possession, and try to create those tiny stoppages and probably quell the momentum. And that is exactly what an FC Areekode is looking to do. Even a point is going to be a fair enough result for them. Brings the ball under control. Nofal trying to spin away. Ajay Krishnan. Now Emerson, pressurized by Ajay. Emerson still holding on to it. Shaijal. Emerson Mitei cushions it behind to Muhammad Alish. Shaijal again. This time he's lost it to the number 11. He shows quick feet. Zubair, excellently done. Quickly shielding him off the ball. Mike plays it to the feet of Abdul Rahim. Here is Mike again. He's also from Cameroon, like the striker Isombe. He hasn't had a lot of chances to go forward, the Cameroonian, apart from one of those occasions in which he played a fine through ball for Nasruddin to his right, or the youngster failed to capitalize. And apart from that, haven't seen much of him. There's 10 minutes of regulation time left remaining in this half. And they will be looking to get a goal before going into the break. And this might be the moment that might get them there. But the flag has went up. Rajneesh with a long kick into the opposition's box. Easily cleared by Mike. Now the toe poke. Beating his man for pace is Mohammad Asif, and here comes the low ball in. Well defended by Rajneesh. Is kept alive into a crossing area. The number 11 finding Isombe. Still Isombe taking a tumble. Nothing given. The likes of Nason, Nofal and Ashik looking very, very threatening. A quick exchange. Can there be a pullback? Yes, it is. And then the tap in. The second man who was pushing and pushing hard. And when the right ball came in, number 14, responding Mohammad Ashik and making it 1-0 in favor of Basco Football Club. That was the cross. Wonderfully done. Isombe cannot get a touch. Mohammad Ashik did exceedingly well to follow the ball up and made its way towards the second post, and then the sliding attempt helping the ball to go in, beating Vivek Teotia. And deservingly, Basco Football Club, they're up by a goal against FC Areekode. The goalkeeper seems like in trouble. Lots of football in recent times in Sportscast India. RAMCO Kerala Premier League in its first season, that since the intervention of Scoreline into Kerala's market, matches of the Kerala Women's League were also being streamed live on Sportscast India, so as the inter-district matches, as the catch line of Sportscast India says, no talent gets unnoticed. Lots of talents, in fact, emerging from the state leagues. We saw Nikhil Mali making into Aizawl FC's team, Aizawl FC's first 11 in the Hero I League, recently featured against Rajasthan United. Trouble for Vivek Teotia continues. A knee injury to the youngster. Still receiving treatment. His left knee, which is troubling him. And FC Areekode in the early days, back in 2016, established a football academy under the name of SAP Areekode. The main focus was on talented players in the city, age group to under 10 to under 18. Produced district and state team players from that academy. And in 2018, participated in the Students' Olympics in Rohtak, Haryana, and finished second runner-up among 24 teams across India. A Basco Football Club, and this time not finding any joy. They are overloading the flanks. FC Areekode are just realizing that Basco FC are gonna come down the flanks. Zubair, Ansif, and now Rajneesh. A searching ball for Beckham, but Mike is there, so Beckham won't get there. And marshalling the defense, this Cameroonian hardly puts a foot wrong. Between the lines, for Mohammad Ashik, the goal scorer, excellent ball on the turn, and good flash of pace from the left channel. Checks back, trying to take a couple of red shirts out of the equation. Here is the cross brought down by Isombe, but his first touch deserting him, allowing Govindas to step in and takes handle of the situation. Govindas again, excellent ball control. Falls luckily for Mohammad Ashik, trying to set up the number 11 Nissan defender. Rajni saw that and kills Mike. Intercepted by Zubair. Govindas, Zubair. A nice diagonal ball. Winning the header comfortably. Conserving energy, FC Areekode not pressing high. They know another 45-minute lie ahead of them. An excellent ball into the final third over the defensive barrier. Somehow it's dead. Sometimes sloppy in defense, FC Areekode. That is one area where Basco Football Club will look to hurt them. Less than a couple of minutes of regulation time left in this half. A draw not going to be a bad result for FC Areekode, but it will certainly hurt Basco Football Club. And their rivals Kerala Police will also be keeping an eye on this game and expecting some help of FC Areekode. Now on the far left, looking to take on the right full back. The full back now standing strong and continues to do so. Nicely done, it's a goal kick. Into space is Govindas and looks in field. Emerson outside of the boot ball. Read the intention of the playmaker. And sometimes very predictable Emerson Mitchell with his moves. No real surprises as of yet. Beckham, play continues, gets the give and go going. Not working out. We are into the stoppage minutes then of this half. It's Basco Football Club who are leading by a goal scored by Mohamed Ashik. Zubair, can they fight back? Areekode. 6 minutes added on. Still long, long way to go. Still a lot of time left. And Basco Football Club keeping men wide to cover the likes of Fahad and Nitin. Pushing up alongside. Isombe was Nasruddin, but now Abdul Rahim will have to do that. Slipping in with the Cameroonian. In the final third, you've got to be more accurate with your passing, especially if you are an attacker. Another cheap giveaway. It had only just one man to beat. Had to make the tackle with a lot of care. It was a full-blooded challenge. Saijal getting in behind Saijal, but the shot is blocked. Still not managing to bring the ball under control. Zubair. Awkward bounce. Nitin. Nasser. Nitin on the overlap. Nitin's low cross towards the near post. Shot from a sharp angle. It's gone over. Excellent phase of play from Basco Football Club. Nitin sending in a low cross towards the Nasser, who couldn't keep the shot in target. This long ball tactics are not going to work in real time. Sometimes you've got to mix it up. You play it among yourselves before launching it long. Sometimes when teams decides to go long from their own region, from their own defense, it's predictable for the opposition's defenders with their back towards goal. And they can sometimes have a perfect vision of the ball. As a striker, you can only be proficient with flick-ons from that sort of region, but if the second ball is well marshaled, then a goal can be difficult to come. Ashik brings it down, but only helps Abdul Basim instead. Zubair. And now down the middle, here comes Basco, and almost getting on the end of it. There was Nasser. Excellent play. So easy on the eye. They are showing an example of why they are third in the points table and why there is so much difference between these two teams. Excellent interplay from Basco Football Club. That very quick exchange, almost opening up an FC Areekode defense, and a hand injury. There's still in a minute and a half left in this half. 93 Shahid, who scored that winner against FC Kerala, will be taken out for treatment. Emerson, good weight on it. In the way, there was Fahad. FC Areekode cannot break away for a counter, especially with a couple of blue shirts around them. A very little chance of that happening. So half time then, here at the EMS Corporation Stadium, between FC Areekode and Basco Football Club. And Basco Football Club go into the break with a narrow 1-0 lead. And thanks to that goal being scored by Mohammad Hasik on the 36th minute mark. So welcome back. You are watching the RAMCO Kerala Premier League live on the YouTube channel Sportscast India. A flurry of changes from both the head coaches, Shivamani, bringing in Ismail, the defender, Puth Yadav, and also making a couple of quick changes. We are underway as a team in red. I lost it out. It might be an early chance here for the Cameroonian. Clatters with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper somehow managing to win the ball and almost broke free for Isombe as Munir and Abdul Hamad comes on for FC Areekode and making way for them is Shahir and Abdul Basim. Ismail is a defender brought in by Shivamani. Fahad has been replaced and here is Govindas from the right flank in the second half. He will look to combine with Emerson Mitei in field. Now Zubair buying a yard, trying to pick that pass out. The flag went up. He was in an offside position. The flag immediately went up. I think it's a free kick, which has been rewarded to FC Areekode. And Emerson Mitei already scored one goal from a spot kick for FC Areekode. That came against SAT Tirur. Also part of India's under-17 World Cup squad. Emerson. Beckham hops over. Emerson goes for it. Struck with power. Lacked in direction. Beckham Singh also in the way. Just moving it on. A tiny touch. The two Manipuris combining. Nothing comes from it. Time and again, FC Areekode. They are trying their luck from distance. Not a very convincing clearance. Mohammad Ashik just shielding the defender and making space for his teammate to operate with the ball. That was Nasser, who was very close to him and eventually wins a free kick. Now Nasser will take this excellent reverse ball into the channel. It's still bobbing, got to stop it before crossing it in. And now through the inner channel. There is the cross towards the near post, a glancing header. And now it comes back to Naufal. Now the whistle has gone. And Isombe was interested for it and guessing a glancing touch at the near post. And excellent with crosses as usual. Nitin. Vivek Teotia. He's had a difficult evening so far. Beaten once, had to come out in a couple of occasions and punch a few balls clear. He made that excellent save with his foot. And here they come again, getting a lot of time, getting a lot of space on the right hand side. And this time it has crossed the line. Goal kick for Areekode. Most of their attacks are from the right side. Basco Football Club. It looks like a lopsided formation where they are more defensive on the left and slightly more attacking from the right. Time and again going long. Shaijali is having a very good evening on the left hand side of FC Areekode's defense. And FC Areekode, one of the 8 new entrants in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League, a franchisee entry. There's going to be more matches coming up this month. And this is match number 51. More 44 matches to be played this month. And the Kerala Football Association just trying to conclude the RAMCO Kerala Premier League before Santosh Trophy. And now battling for the ball, Mohammed Asif finding a yard, crossing it in. And this time going over. Mike steps up. Wayward clearance. Throw in for Basco. There's a smile. Quickly taken. Oh, nice body feint. Jinxing past a couple. Excellent shimmy to his left. Now I just got to get it out of his feet on time. Nofal. Excellent flick back for his smile. Onto his stronger side. Here is the cross in. Isombe went up for it. And the keeper is fouled. And the Cameroonian pleading innocence. Vivek Teotia. He was quickly challenged. And that was the cross. Too much height on it. And that's a nice pass into the path of Govindas. Getting on his bike down the right hand side. Still Govindas. Escaping a couple of challenges. Nicely done. Quick feed. And he keeps going. Emerson Mitey. Excellent close control. Here is the cross. There's the header. Not on target. Not a powerful header as well. Govindas and Emerson Mitey. Fantastic close control from the Manipuri. And now high pressure. Ball taken away by Beckham. Here's Beckham one-on-one with the keeper. An excellent block. And Mike was quickly off and getting the block in place. Progressing the ball forward. Nice touch and pass. Nofal. Flagger stayed down. Nofal darting into the Areekode area. Here is the pull back. Oh my word. It hits the foot of the post. A toe poke from Isombe. Going to wrap it up. The Cameroonian. Look at that. Squaring it first time. The toe poke from Isombe. Hitting the foot of the post and going out. So a corner kick for Basco Football Club. Their first of this half. 9 minutes into the second half. It's 1-0 for Basco Football Club. And now they will look to double their lead. Now win will take them to second above Kerala Police. Here is the corner. And there's the 2-0. Goalkeeper misjudging the flight. Will that count is the question. I think the whistle has gone already. There was a foul being committed. The goal won't stand. And now pouring forward is FC Areekode. Emerson, Beckham Singh, Shaijal, and building up short is FC Areekode. Zubair couldn't go past Mike. And there's a runner from the left hand side, decided to go the other way around. Shaijal quickly reads that and gets there first. And now leaning into the defender, the ball just bouncing over the Cameroonian Isombe. A poor touch from Beckham allows Mike to clear. Mike plays a shot, scoops it into the path of Isombe. An excellent challenge coming in. Just coming across to block his path. Rajneesh, an absolute captain's challenge. Another corner for Basco Football Club. He's been excellent in defense. Rajneesh, an FC Areekode's own product. And now here comes a short slide deflection and goalkeeper beaten. And it's 2-0 for Basco Football Club. And this time the goal will stand. And what an attempt from 20 yards out. A rising left footer from Nasser. A deflection in the way, outfoxing the goalkeeper. And there it is. Now that was the deflection from Govindas. And it's 2-0 for Basco Football Club. Well, Basco Football Club and their dominance continues. Once again stamping their supremacy in the league. And now turning away is the number 47, that is Abdul Govindas. And there's a lot of space on the left hand side. He will get there with his pace. Govindas offering support face to face, taking a lot of time on the ball, allowing the Basco defenders to settle down. And now Zubair is balling, heading it behind for a corner. And that was the number 11, scoring the second goal. And Nasser. And corner kick for FC Areekode. Completely miscued. A terrible take. Emerson. Ambitious try. I wonder what he was thinking there. Mike receiving the pass from the goalkeeper. They're pressing high. Govindas as well. They're pushing up alongside Adnan to create that 2v2 against the defenders. And they are staying wide, the likes of Beckham to cover up Basco FC's fullback. And now they're trailing. They've got to push one midfielder higher up the pitch. And that space vacated will be covered up by one of FCRE, Basco FC's forward. He'll drop into that space vacated to receive the ball, turn and pass. And will maintain the numerical advantage in midfield. Back heel. Nice deft touch. Abil. Got to restart now using mic. Nitin. Here comes Basco Football Club again, building up from the near right. And the move breaks down near the final third. Emerson. A through ball. Struggling to find their way out. Areekode at the hour mark here. And the EMS Corporation Stadium. It's still 2-0 in favor of Basco Football Club. And now striding out of defense. That's a nice ball. In comes the cross. It was a low one, in fact, from Nofal. Rajneesh cutting that off for a corner. Taken shot. Back to the kick taker, Nofal. Govindas trying to front him up. Gets the cross in. Cleared away by Shaijal. Still with possession, Basco Football Club. This time the pass is off the mark. And goal kick for FC Areekode. This will allow them time to breathe. There's a challenge from Shabi Khan. His first contribution in the game is that biting challenge. Yeah, nice a combination play there from deep, and now slipping in is Sombe. Isombe puts a break to his run. Excellent release. Goalkeeper rushed out and makes a fine block. Vivek Teotia. Excellent goalkeeping from the youngster. And Isombe just stopping the ball and then playing that reverse pass, scooped over the top. Not a very confident clearance. Not very smart there from the defender, Zubair. They are struggling in FC Areekode, finding it hard to play out from behind, resulting into giveaways like this. Setting up a shot, a challenge comes in, and now comes out to Basco Football Club. From the left again is Nofal trying to generate a lot of pace, and Govindas with a lot of defensive work, keeping him busy. Abil to his defensive partner Mike in the center circle. A lofted pass. Isombe. Ajay Krishnan. Now the number 10. I couldn't check his run. He's clearly offside. A wonderful opportunity for the local players to get noticed from the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. And previously, from this particular competition. We saw the emergence of the likes of Joby Justin, Mirshad Michu, VP Suhair, the three stalwarts, and all three of them currently plays in the Hero ISL. These are the competitions which gives birth to youngsters. And now with the matches getting streamed across the social media, the scouts and the club officials are keeping eye on it. Another attempted cross, another block from Rajneesh, who is matching in pace with the youngster. And sometimes and often got to try and do something different. Take the opposition's defenders by surprise. Time and again, he's going for the low cross. Sometimes he got to take it onto his right side, maybe check in and choose a pass infield. The scorer of the second goal delivers into the box, comes out for a shot from the edge of the area. He skied it. A lot of power on that. And awful. Very tempting. And that shot. A poor touch from Beckham, as you can see. Dissatisfaction in the technical bench. Beckham himself is also not happy. Agitated. Oh, nicely done. Quick shimmy. Nofal. A fine run. Ashik this time goes direct. Testing Vivek Teotia. He was perfectly placed this time. Strong arms from the Delhi lad. Emerson. Good upper body strength. Losing out to the number 11. Deft touch. Mohammad Asik. Ashik's first time ball towards the far post. Slightly overcooked. Kept alive. And making inroads. This time is the number 67, Ajay Krishnan. And a quick counter could be on here from FC Areekode. And accelerating. It was the number 47 who lost the control of the ball eventually. And that was Adnan. Miscommunication. Govindas onto it. Govindas again. Out of that tight area with smooth footwork. Winning a free kick. Here's a take. A very tame one. The goalkeeper slightly is slipping it as well. A very tame left footer from Emerson Mitei. And all the set pieces is taken this evening. All of them went off the mark. All on his own. Trying to make things happen. A very creative player, Emerson Mitei. And the likes of Govind Das as well and Adnan as well. Very attack minded. Zubair. Emerson. Slightly selfish, the youngster, on this occasion. Got to look towards his left and right before making a decision in the final third. Just trying to do too much on his own. That was a slight push. And free kick for Basco. 20 minutes of regulation time left. It's going to be a very smooth sailing for Basco Football Club. This game, and FC Areekode seems like they're heading towards their fourth defeat of this campaign. It's going to be this a successive defeat. They started their campaign with a couple of draws to FC IFLTS International, followed by a 1-all against Lucas Soccer Club. Then that 2-1 defeat into the hands of SAT Tirur. And now this is an excellent run. Finding Adnan. Adnan can open up his body. Slipping in Govindas. Oh my word. That was a clear-cut scoring chance for FC Areekode. The closer they have come in this game. Beautifully slipped in by Adnan for Govindas, who couldn't make it count. The referee immediately indicating for the second drinks break of this evening. In the first drinks break, Basco Football Club went in with a 1-0 lead, and in the second they go in with a 2-0 lead over FC Areekode. And Nasser in the second half doubling the lead. Vivek Teotia unlucky to have conceded that way. A deflection from Govindas, completely baffling him, and never easy, especially with the presence of so many players in front of you. Goalkeepers are usually unsighted, but whenever a deflection comes in that way, the ball just changes direction at the last minute. Just ballooned it in Govindas. Vivek Teotia was beaten. Basco coming through the number 10 Nofel. A lot of switching, a lot of swapping going on. It's a very fluid front three. Shaijal pushing it through the middle. Beckham Singh shrugging off the challenge. Beckham again trying to play in Adnan. The defender saw that and quickly intercepted. And now from the left, he's got a good pace on him. Attacks the byline. In comes the brawl. Might be the third, and yes, it is. Mohammad Ashik doubling his tally. And it's 3-0 for Basco Football Club. And FC Areekode in that bargain, making the third change. Deepak comes on. But it's done and dusted already by Areekode. What a fine cross by Abdul Rahim. An absolute inch-perfect delivery. The man who's come on in the second half. And Mohammad Ashik making no mistake to double the lead. A slight mix-up, almost latching onto it was Adnan. Recovers in the end Mike. Again hacked over the top. Well travelled. Still battling for it. A physical tussle going on between Isombe and Rajneesh. If they manage to keep a clean sheet here, it's going to be their fourth. This shows their defensive resilience. But against the likes of Gokulam Kerala, SAT Tirur, that resilience will be tested. And FC Areekode, they need some kind of resurgence. A 3-all from here on is going to be a huge task. We are into the last quarter. And now from the right, an early cross comes in. And he makes a mess of that particular opportunity. He was unmarked. And almost 4-0 for Basco. Vishnu TM, who started in the previous game, will now come on, replacing Isombe, the Cameroonian. The Vishnu team, he scored a goal against Gokulam Kerala, and that is going to be a very memorable one. Here is the cross again towards the back post and then noted down. He tried to hit the target, Nasser. It didn't really connect too well. Vivek Teotia, beaten thrice. A couple of good saves from the youngster. Otherwise, the scoreline could well have been half a dozen. The winners of the RAMCO Kerala Premier League this season will be nominated for the I-League Division 2. That is the rule, that is the procedure. Winners of the State League, it gets the nomination. And now charging down the right, there's going to be an own goal. The only thing left in the game. And absolutely in 6s and 7s in FC Areekode. And it's 4-0 for Basco Football Club. The way he was accelerating down the right, then getting the cross in, and then the last touch coming off Deepak is going to be an own goal. The win will take them to 11 points, and just a couple of points behind SAT who are on 4 wins, 1 draw. Is going to be their third win for Basco. They will look to extend their lead further. Almost found the gap. He will get another chance. This time choosing a short pass. Clever play here. And this time cleans it up. And FC Areekode. And not fully. From the right hand side, goes on the outside. Another low cross. This time it's been cleared by Ansif. The full backs, especially of FC Areekode, completely exploited. He is putting greater pressure on the 2 central defenders. The blocking as well from Zubair and Shaijal. Not been up to the mark. Man marking and not been on point. Look at the way they're conceding possessions inside their own area. This might be the 5th one, and he tries to round the goalkeeper. This time it's a flick back, and 5-0 for Basco Football Club. And Ashik is setting up his strike partner on this occasion. And after scoring a couple of goals, this time producing one. And look at that, a back flick from Nasser, scoring his second of this evening. So both Nasser and Ashik on a hat trick each. And now they are down to 5-0. FCI code is getting worst for them. Teotia looking for some kind of consolation. FCI code, a very poor touch. They are disjointed. The side is completely dejected now. And a red card. Goodness me. Yeah, for Shaijal. They're down to 5 goals and now down by a man. They'll have to survive the last 8 minutes with 10 men, adding insult to injury. Shaijal is being sent off. He was already on a yellow. Then FCI code reduced to 10 men. And the free kick on this occasion, not the one to remember. He's offside, Vishnu. I couldn't beat the offside trap. And a double change. Number 22, Anas Rahman, will be coming on. So is the number 30, Shaheen Farhan. Making all of the 5 changes. Shiva Money. His team is currently working as a well-oiled machine. They've done everything right. And Nasser will come on. What a wonderful evening he's had. Trying to find his man inside the box. Shabi Khan, another Kerala Blasters player. And this victory will take the goal difference to plus 10. 11 goals scored in 5 games. And there's going to be more. Vishnu is offside. And the flag went up immediately. An action at the other end. Shaheen comes on for Nisar. Another giveaway. Advancing into the Basco area. Can they pull one back here? And excellently brought down by the left back. And now Mohammad Ashik takes it in his stride, evades the challenge. Ashik keeps going, rounds the goalkeeper. And now Ashik from a sharp area. Oh, he hits the post. and very nearly completing his hat trick. Mohammad Ashik, excellent play. What a wonderful goal that could have been, all on his own, shrugging off the goalkeeper and then hitting the post. Unlucky not to have scored, missing out on a hat trick. Mohammad Ashik also hurt himself in the process, and so has Zubair of FC Areekode. Zubair making up a yard that cannot go past Emerson Mitei, but he will give away a free kick to the youngster. There's this guy's ball. Shabi Khan read that, started to track Vishnu immediately. The offside flag went up. And Emerson. What a ball from Emerson. Beckham Singh. Was he brought down? There was a challenge from behind. And a free kick for FC Areekode. What a ball from Emerson Mitei. Fell kindly for Beckham Singh. The youngster just losing his composure. He was nudged away. Exploiting the gap behind the opposition's defense. Emerson with that long ball. And now Beckham Singh on top of this free kick. He's already taken one in the first half, which came to nothing. Can he rectify his mistake? Emerson is the one who takes it. It deflected out for a corner. Initially, it did seem like Beckham is the one who's going to take it. But Emerson, with that straight run up, an absolute ripper of a shot, ricochets and goes out. Here's the ball in too high, comfortable for Mike. Collected by Basco. They will look to hold on and just move the ball around. 3 minutes added on. Mike. This win will certainly put pressure on SAT Tirur and Gokulam Kerala as well. Will have to do the same when they take on the lesser known teams this season in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League, giving a tough fight. It's going to be Basco Football Club. They are not done yet. And joining the attack, Ismail. Last couple of minutes left. Still looking to find the gap. Ismail. It goes on his own. Still Ismail. A tap in is open. Ismail's ball in. A roundaway cross. He went for the attempt. That wasn't a cross at all. What a run from Ismail. Just walked through the entire defense of FC Areekode. And a player is injured. It's Ajay Krishnan. He will certainly be a very happy man, Shivamani. 3 points collected with dominance. In FC Areekode, they will remain sixth. Their target from here on will be to avoid relegation and stay in the league, probably. Shivamani will start dreaming from here on, midway through the season. Another 5 games left in the group stage before we get to know which two teams are going to qualify for the semi-final round. So that's the full-time whistle from today's referee, and it's Basco Football Club registering a crashing victory over FC Areekode, and it's ended 5-0 in their favour. Thanks to the goals from Mohammad Ashik Nasser and an own goal from Deepak Kem, but both the number 11 and the number 14 scoring a brace each. And this is how it has ended. It's FC Areekode 0 and Basco Football Club 5.
Player of the match, jersey number 14, Mohammed Ashik, Basco Portugal. Best player award presented by Mr. Surendran, ex-KCB player, and Vice President, Malappuram District Football Association. Player of the match, jersey number 14, Mohammed Ashik, Basco Portugal. Player of match award സമ്മാനിക്കുന്നത് മലപ്പുറം ജില്ലാ ഫുട്ബോൾ അസോസിയേഷന്റെ വൈസ് പ്രസിഡന്റും കേരള സ്റ്റേറ്റ് എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവ് ബോർഡിന്റെ മുൻ താരവുമായ ശ്രീ സുരേന്ദ്രൻ. Thank you, Mr. Surendran and Mr. Mohammed Ashik. Thank you so much. രാംകോ കേരള പ്രീമിയർ ലീഗ് 2022 നാളെ വയനാട് യുണൈറ്റഡ് ഗോകുലം കേരള FC-യെ നേരിടുന്നു. രാംകോ കേരള പ്രീമിയർ ലീഗിൽ നാളത്തെ മത്സരം ഗോകുലം കേരള FC-യും വയനാട് യുണൈറ്റഡും തമ്മിൽ.